What's up, everybody? This is Around the Boards, joined here again with my good friends, Robbie and Dylan. Dylan, say hi.
Hi.
Robbie, say hi.
Okay.
Okay, we have episode 36.
Okay.
That's right. Little John was in the arena for game 1 and 2, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What?
Well, guess what? That's what the recaps. That's the recaps that we have for you guys this episode, game 1 and 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. We're going to cover a little bit and go off the rails a little bit more and then go back to it. So, hey, let's
Going off the
get
rails
started.
on a crazy train.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Around the board.
Hi.
Well, what's up? So, we got quite a bit to talk about today.
Hi.
I don't have an opinion.
We got game 1 and 2 recaps here for you. Then we're going to have game 3 and 4 next episode for you guys. Whew, Capitals making it a series. But let's start with
Fucking
game
Volpe.
1, obviously.
Capitals making it a series like it's only the second game.
Well, they made it a series after losing the first game, so.
Oh, the fucking Holpe didn't show up for first game. Showed a big second game.
Ooh, yeah. But to start with game 1.
Anyways. Okay. I'm ready.
Why does it sound like this is our first ever episode?
It's our first episode of the Stanley Cup Finals. It's
All
nerve-wracking.
right, so game 1.
What happened?
Vegas won.
They scored early, scored often.
Capitals lost.
Tom Wilson hit somebody. The whole internet blew up. The click was popping.
Click up.
They said, how long will Tom Wilson be suspended? Everyone said, 5 games, 6 games.
Yeah, I think Tom Wilson's slowly becoming one of my favorite players.
Why is that?
I don't know. Him and Ryan Reaves. I used to hate Ryan Reaves, but now I love
I
Ryan
fucking
Reaves.
hated Ryan Reeves. I like Ryan Reeves now. I don't give
Yeah,
a shit.
I love
I
Ryan
like
Reaves.
Ryan Reeves.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. I don't know what it is about him. Like, he's one of those guys that, like, you play against him, you fucking hate him. And then he's on your team, you're like, I love this guy.
I'm trying to think of who he's comparable to, like of other players, like the past
Tom
few
Wilson.
years. Yeah, I want to say I don't know. He's awesome.
He's like a Brad Marchand type, but he doesn't
but
score
not
as
a little
much.
pussy.
He doesn't score. He just hits more people.
He only scores, game-winning goals in
That's it. That's all
playoffs. Yeah, that's
Oh,
all
he
he
doesn't
does.
score game-winning goals.
Yeah,
And he trims.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I fucking hate him when he plays against the Kings. Probably just because he chirps Drew Doughty and Drew Doughty chirps back. I just want
Yeah,
to
I
get
bet
between those two guys.
I just want to sit in between the benches and listen to them talk to each other.
Pierre Maguire, you have the best job right now. Oh,
Anyway, what does Des think?
about Ryan Reeves?
He's, one of those guys you'll love to hate if you're playing against him. So,
You love to hate him if you're playing against him.
yeah.
I guess makes
Des,
sense.
do you follow hockey?
I love to hate.
Hey, there he is. There's our sweet prince, Pierre Maguire.
We are currently watching Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals right now. And shout out to Pierre Maguire and also Keenan Thompson making an appearance at the intermission. And Pat Sajak. What about Pat Sajak's entrance?
That guy's still
yeah.
alive?
If you had to
Huh?
spend an hour in a room by yourself with either Pierre Maguire or Doc and Eddie Olczyk, who would you pick?
Wait, was that separate? Like Doc, Eddie, or
Doc-
Pierre? Or is
Pierre
it Doc?
Maguire
as a couple.
or Doc and Eddie. If you had to pick, it'd be an hour in a room by yourself with one of those.
I
I
feel like Pierre could get pretty dirty, like you know what I mean?
like perverted.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
like, you want to see me jerk off? Like, all right, Louis C.K., calm down.
That's what I feel like. Is like he's probably got some stories like, you want to hear this, kid?
We got
Hey,
last
buddy.
score update for Game 3. I think Ovechkin just scored.
Let's see what Pierre has to say.
Watch me jerk off.
Oh, look at Ovi just putting the team on his back.
He
But,
scored first in like the last 4 games for the Capitals, hasn't he?
For the whole playoffs, he's the
know.
only player that's been scoring.
Kuznetsov's doing all right.
Yeah, let's see.
Ovechkin
Is it a sick goal or a tip-in?
I wish I could hear you. What'd you say?
It's a diving backhand for rebound.
Yes, it is.
Dude, Ovi wants it. Look how sick that goal is. He's diving on his...
Say, get the fuck out of my way, McNabb. God damn. Anyways.
God, do you think if the Caps win and Ovi wins this cup, do you think everyone's going to shut up about him not being one of the best players in history?
They said he's been in the league 13 years and he's led the league in scoring 7 years.
Yeah.
That's fucking over half the time he's been in the league. I said, that's remarkable.
Yeah, and he's probably been in the top 3 goal scoring race every single season.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
I'd like to look at the stats. Like if he finished second every other year.
Yeah. Like, Jesus. Fuck. Like he might be the closest thing to like Wayne Gretzky in like this day and age.
Do you know what I read that blew my mind earlier today too, which is totally unrelated? It's about basketball, because who gives a fuck about basketball?
It's about LeBron James.
LeBron James has been in 8 straight finals. 8 straight finals LeBron James has played in. 8 years in a row he's been in the NBA finals.
It's rigged.
No.
The NBA's rigged.
Well, no, it's because he jumps teams, but
Yeah, but you want to hear
NBA's
another
rigged.
stat about the NBA that I just saw recently comparing to that? He's the 6th player in NBA history to do that. I'm like, what the fuck? There's been 5 players to do that before, like on the Celtics teams and stuff like that. And they would like go to the championship every year, like the Lakers.
maybe like Kobe or Shaq or
Well, it wasn't Kobe or Shaq. It was like and I'm talking about like 70s and 80s Celtics, like all those guys, like Larry Bird and stuff. Like so, I mean,
ridiculous.
like yeah, it's fucking.
You could give me tickets to go watch LeBron play basketball or anybody play basketball. I wouldn't go.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody,
LeBron?
even Michael Jordan?
Okay, would you? I would go watch Michael Jordan play. The basketball is just such a prima donna sport now.
Yeah, the NBA is weak.
It is.
Yeah.
What everyone coming into the season, it's been the fucking Cavs and the Warriors last 2 years or 3 years. Before the season, I was like, yeah, it's Cavs and Warriors again. Oh, okay. Guess what happened? It's fucking Cavs and Warriors.
It's rigged. Anyways,
It's not rigged.
fuck
but-
the NBA.
This Ovechkin guy, man, seriously.
Anyways, Dunk, back to your original question about Eddie Olczyk and Doc Emmerich. I would say if I'm in there by myself, I'd pick Doc and Eddie just because there'd be 3 people in there instead of just 2 people, make it less awkward.
You mean just you and
All right, here you go. So
Yeah.
so you and then Doc and Eddie in a room together, or you and Pierre Maguire and Sidney Crosby in a room together?
I don't want to see him suck dick for an hour. So
my
I
God.
don't know. I feel like Doc just has and Eddie just have a lot cooler stories to tell.
they have like chemistry and stuff too because they've been
Yeah.
working together for so
Well,
long.
and
like,
because
they
Doc
just
Emmerich's,
back and forth.
yeah. Like, what has Pierre Maguire done? Did Pierre Maguire play in the NHL? Was he a coach? Was he anything? Like, does he have any cool stories, or has he just been a TV personality this whole time?
I think he's just a penis head.
I like how you didn't say dickhead, you said penis head.
Yeah, it did.
Anyways,
Oh, live score update from John Crispell. Just turned it on. Ovi scored. Thanks, John.
that's John Crispell joining in. You guys might recognize him from the New York Islanders episode where he said about 10 words during the whole podcast. Good to have you on, John. Appreciate you, buddy. Anyways, did
So
we go over
game one.
Did we go over game one?
No.
We went off the rails for a quick second.
Game one was high scoring, back and forth, back and forth. That was.
Did anyone not expect Vegas to win game one, honestly?
I mean, Washington put up a fight, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
Back and forth scoring.
like everyone
there.
expected Vegas to win. Like all that energy coming in. Like if they would have lost that, Washington probably would have swept them.
Yeah.
And we all picked Vegas to win the series. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then how about game one? Fucking Fleury actually lets in some goals though,
Yeah, there's a chink in his armor.
and he kicked in Tom Wilson's goal
Yeah, he
himself.
Saw that. That was very unlike him there, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's-
going
What's going on?
maybe they still won, but maybe you've seen some weakness in Fleury finally.
Yeah.
Maybe that magic's rubbing off, or
And speaking of good goaltending performances, game 2 is pretty good.
oh, especially that last 2 minutes of there.
Oh man.
Let's talk about the beginning of game 2, though. How about that
beginning.
first goal?
These transitions are just going splendidly.
How about that first goal by James Neal?
Oh God, that was dirty.
I was sick.
The fucking one-handed tip around the defenseman to
Sick.
himself from a Hail Mary pass. And then fucking, how about the celly?
Yeah, James Neal wants it.
He just fucking turned around and 2 fists up. Hell yeah.
He said, "I'm the best."
He said, I'm the best ever. And you know,
I can never really tell. Like, I don't know if you guys can attest to this or not, but like, I can never really tell if James Neal is a really, really good player or if he's just been fortunate and lucky his entire career.
He's got a really good shot.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. He never takes over games, and he never.
Right.
know.
I know what you mean.
I
Like,
mean, he's
the
not
best player. He's the best player on the Golden Knights, arguably, besides Fleury.
Or Marshall. Marshall's pretty good.
And I don't know. I can never tell if James Neal is like an elite player or not. You know.
I don't know. It seems like every good team wants him though, so like they must know something that we don't.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's overly fast or like he has a good set of hands or he just has a decent shot. I don't know.
I mean, he's pretty good defensively too. I mean, he's not bad. He throws his body around, so not scared of contact.
I don't know. I could probably name you 10 other players I would rather have besides James Neal that can do the same thing. But
Starting with Ovechkin.
Starting with Ovechkin. Yeah.
I don't know. Like James Neal's never going to be considered like one of the best players, but I mean, he's still pretty freaking great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want him on the Kings. I don't like him as a person.
Because he wants too much money too. I don't think he warrants the money that he's trying to get.
Yeah. I mean, he always makes a lot of money every year too. It's like, damn, is he really worth that much? I mean, I guess you're worth whatever people are paying you. So, I mean
that's exactly it.
But like Vegas, I feel like they still could trade him this trade deadline still. And Alex Tuck, good, he's still playing. He's scoring goals and around the net and throwing his bite around.
Except with 2 minutes left in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Except in Game 2. Well, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys mark that up as a great save or a bad shot or a combination?
Both.
Yeah.
You put anyone in that situation, 99% of the time they're probably going to score from there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like he whiffed on it. He got a lot of.
He just didn't elevate it as much as.
And he still elevated it though. It was still good. Like
it was probably 3 or 4. Around. Yeah, no, that was a tap in goal. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if he roofs it, it's a goal. If he slams it hard, like keeps it on the ice, it's a goal.
Yeah,
but right in the middle there.
He just unfortunately put it in the one place that Holtby guessed he would put it.
Yeah, just lunging over. I mean, you see. Like I was telling people this the other day, they're like, "Is this the save of the year?" And they're like, "Oh, it wasn't that good of a save." I'm like, "Well, we see that save like all the time during the regular season, right?
Yeah,
like people dive across, and make like 6 saves, even better 6 saves than that." But I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not in Game 2 with 2 minutes left."
Yeah, no, it's
Stanley Cup Finals.
I think when it comes to greatest plays or goals or saves or hits or whatever, I think situational impact has just as much to do with the skill of the goal. I mean, the skill of whatever. Like you tell me that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say if somebody makes that save in like a 3-0 game against the Coyotes in fucking February,
it doesn't matter.
Nobody gives a shit. They're like, oh yeah, look at this good save. I mean,
or if you're in the 2009 Stanley Cup Finals and you rob Nicholas Lidstrom with 5 seconds left to tie the game to go to overtime and win the Stanley Cup, that's probably gonna be one of the greatest saves of all time.
Yeah, just fucking hold on for dear life.
Yeah, like that Fleury save I'm talking about 10 years ago, where he just dove and got in front of the shot and saved it. I mean, granted, Lidstrom's never been known as a sniper defenseman, but like he got a lot of he got a half slapper on the shot. It was probably going 70, 80 miles an hour. It was a decent shot.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like adrenaline, nerves, all that stuff adding into it. You're like, damn, you fucking make that save in that situation, like that's fucking like balls.
Or in the Olympics a few years ago when Crosby scored to win the gold medal, like that wasn't it wasn't a great goal, but it's going to be looked at as a great goal because it won the gold medal for Canada.
It's a game in 1 year gold. Exactly.
Situational stuff is just as important as skill level or whatever, I think.
Yeah, you see like all the great saves and all great goals in history. Nobody gives a shit about like preseason goals or like fucking goals in December. Nobody gives a shit. Like, oh yeah, that's pretty good goal and stuff. Like, of course, like highlight real goals, like when Ovechkin scored. Fucking
laying down,
falling down like that, and he scores. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the best goals I've ever seen is when he was falling like that. But you see stuff like that all the time now, though, too. Yeah,
just fucking desperation, like stuff. But if he did that in the fucking Stanley Cup final game in overtime, that's the greatest goal ever.
Yeah. He's getting handies in the shower after the game.
What?
What?
Oh, you mean like congratulations, like slaps on the back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like pats on the back with other people's hands.
Yeah. So is Holtby's save the greatest save of all time? No. Was it
the greatest save of his career so far?
Yes.
And in this situation, yeah. Totally.
If the Caps win the Stanley Cup, they'll probably say that save probably got them there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If the Caps win the Stanley Cup this year, that's the best save in Capitals history, without a doubt.
Yeah, because it won them the cup, arguably. Yep.
Yeah. So,
but if they lose, then it's still going to be a great save.
Yeah,
but they're going to say why?
It's the first Stanley Cup win in Capitals, like the game that they've won the Stanley Cup Finals in their history. So right now, it's the best save in Capitals history, like debatably.
Right.
So, but I mean, Alex Tuch, you gotta feel bad for that guy though, right? Not only did he not score there, but when fucking the game-winning goal got deflected off of him and went in.
Yeah.
Like, and then he had a chance to make up for it and gets fucking robbed. Like, God, you just gotta feel bad for him though, right?
I don't know. I don't know if I feel bad for him or not. He's playing in the Stanley Cup final, and 200,000 other players in the world would wish they were in that same spot.
I don't know. Fucking have a game-winning goal deflect off you, and then you think if and the goalie makes a save of his life.
You think if they lose the series, then that's going to be if we would have scored there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of people feel like if they went up 2-0, there's no stopping them. But I don't know. I still don't think if I'm a Vegas fan right now, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, well, Washington totally outplayed us that whole second game, right? Would you guys agree with that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That Washington just came out dominating the whole second game.
Yeah, I watched the whole game.
Yet the Golden Knights still had a chance to tie it with fucking 2 minutes left and send it to overtime where anything could happen.
Yeah.
Like that's what it takes to beat the Golden Knights right now. So if you're Golden Knights, yes, you lost at home, but you still got to be feeling good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus Brooks Orpik
just died. Yeah, oh my God! Look at that hit.
That's a cold. That's not a cold shoulder. That's a cold back. He just fucking backed his ass up into him. I don't know. He kind of left his feet though, did he? Or is that?
And then James Neal picks a fight with Ovechkin. Jesus.
James Neal wants it too.
Can we talk about Brooks Orpik though? Scoring
look at that dive by James Neal though.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
He got a little cross check in the back, bent over, and like his head hit the stomach of somebody.
I think there was a thing that said that Brooks Orpik has only scored 2 goals ever in the playoffs, and they've both been game-winning goals.
Yeah, I mean he hasn't scored since 2016 at all in any game.
Yeah,
220 games.
The 2 goals he has in the playoffs have both been game-winning goals.
The funny thing is, I think they interviewed him before the Stanley Cup Finals started, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't see myself scoring at all." So, and then he scores the game-winning goal in Game 2. Thanks to Alex Tuch.
That's funny.
And then also, we never talked about Tom Wilson's hit on Marshall in the Game 1.
Well, let's go back and talk about.
Let's just talk about
the people's champ, Tom Wilson.
Let's talk about Tom Wilson here for a minute. So that hit in Game 1, from that one camera angle where Tom Wilson's coming at you and you don't see the puck, you're like, oh my God, that's a cheap hit. Like, how the fuck did they not call it a penalty originally there? And then you see the play later, and yes, it's a late hit. Yes, it's a penalty, but it wasn't like that.
Here's the thing.
Marshall,
one, it's shoulder on shoulder, which it could have been a lot worse.
No head contact at all.
No, he could have killed Marchessault and cross-checked him in the back into the ice or whatever.
Yeah,
but also Marchessault fell victim of something that almost every player falls victim of. You make a nice pass and you watch where the pass goes.
Yep.
Yeah, and you just. Both people were at fault. Maybe Wilson's a dirty player. Yeah, it was late.
He's gonna cross that line eventually. I mean, he's not jumping over with both feet, but he'll tiptoe over that line like that. And
but
a couple seconds late, he'll take the penalty, but sending a message.
No, Wilson did exactly what he was supposed to do. He'd make a dirty hit, but have it be a clean hit. And
then you know what happened? The Golden Knights retaliated, and it was 4-on-4. So Capitals didn't even get a penalty for that. So that's exactly what Tom Wilson.
Yeah, no, that's his job. He's doing a good job of being the grinder, the dirty player.
And then, like I said, everyone was saying, "Oh, suspend him for 5 games, 4 games, do something, 2 games." Like he got suspended earlier. I'm like, well, first of all, like you said, he didn't make any contact with Marchessault's head. He got a concussion because of whiplash, or he probably didn't get concussion. He's got knocked out and like dizzy for a second.
It was the best possible hit for the situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if he really wanted to hurt, he could have hurt him there. He could have hurt him real bad if he wanted to.
Because Tom Wilson's like 10 feet tall.
Yeah. And Marshall's not. And he had completely blindsided there. And also, if you look at it another way, if he was 1 or 2 seconds earlier, completely clean hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, so, and then, like I was saying, everyone wanted to be suspended and everyone kind of figured it'd either be 1 game or no games. And I was leaning more towards no games, which ended up being.
Well, it's because everyone's looking for that to happen because he's been notoriously
because he's Tom Wilson.
Yeah,
because it's Tom Wilson.
Yeah. So I think he's like the real life epitome of Doug Glatt. I feel like like he's in over his head. Like he's playing out with Ovechkin and Kuznetsov, and he's like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's like just go to the goal and I'll hit you with it.
Yeah, like Doug Glatt was playing with whatever that guy's name is in the movie.
Laflamme.
Yeah, Laflamme, who's super good. Like that's exactly what Wilson is.
Yeah. So, but then all the Vegas fans, of course, saying, well, if he's not gonna get suspended, just let Reaves get a hold of him. So in game 2, Ryan Reaves and Tom Wilson almost hooked up.
They're sticking the tip in so hard right now. I want them to fight so bad.
Everyone wants it.
God.
But the games are too big right now. You just can't take any penalties.
Who do you think would win if we had to pick?
Wilson. I mean, no, Reaves.
Yeah, I feel like Reaves would kill Tom Wilson.
He's done it before when Reaves was on the Blues. There's that's the big thing now is everyone's going on YouTube like to search their fights that they've had and like posting like, look, Reaves could destroy him again. I'm like, well, Reaves is probably the strongest guy. Yeah. But I don't know. All you need is 1 good hit to knock somebody out. So whoever lands a clean punch is going to win an actual fight. But I think Tom Wilson is a smarter player than Ryan Reaves.
Oh yeah,
like he drew a penalty on Ryan Reaves because Ryan Reaves caught him up high with the cross check when they're kind of tussling in front of the net. So
I think Reaves is more skilled though. I think Reaves has a pretty good set of hands. I've seen him score some decent goals.
I mean, we also didn't talk about game 1 when Ryan Reaves scored the game-winning goal. Was it the game-winning goal? When he cross-checked John Carlson in front of the net, got away with one.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that
right
up.
to him, fucking roofed it. What a nasty shot. Like, nobody ever talks about how nasty that shot was by Ryan Reaves in game 1. Like, that is, like, powerful, accurate, fucking right off the elbow.
That spot, too, it's hard to go.
From that close?
It's hard to go top shelf from that close.
And he was flat-footed after fucking battling John Carlson.
Standing still.
And he fucking got all of that shot. I was like, God damn, that was a fucking shot. I was like, yeah, he cross-checked him. Probably should have been a penalty, but I mean, people get cross-checked in front of the net every fucking game. It's like holding in the NFL. You can call it if you want every play.
Yeah.
But the only reason anybody's talking about it is because Ryan Reaves scored like as John Carlson was falling down.
Yeah, on Braden Holtby, who hardly ever gets beaten up high too. So
yeah, I mean that was a fucking great shot. So I guess
so. We'd like to welcome the third member of our podcast, Dez.
You guys have been going. I didn't want to interrupt.
All right, now Dez is gonna bring us some trade rumors here now.
So game 3 is going on live still, as we said earlier, and TJ Oshie just missed tapping in a wide open net, and I think they called hooking on Eric Halla. So now the Capitals go back on the power play as leading 1-0.
Yeah,
that was if you watch the first period, Capitals could have scored right off the bat. Fucking Kuznetsov had this filthy saucer pass.
Ooh. Did anybody see the Capital guy cross-check him right to the back of the neck?
Cross-check who?
Dez is also like a minute behind us in this game too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's right. Dez is streaming the game.
But anyways.
So after games 1 and 2 in Vegas, series all tied up heading to Washington 1-1. I mean, we all picked Vegas before the series started. Does anybody change their mind yet?
Nope.
No.
At the post.
Still think Vegas is going to do it.
I still think Vegas. And Ovechkin's playing like a man possessed, but
is anybody else on their team besides Tom Wilson?
Kuznetsov's playing great.
Yeah.
Holtby's playing great.
Holtby, after that first game, he showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, that deflection! Capitals just had a deflection off the post. This game could be 4-0 right now for Capitals. So I mean, that's another reason why everyone thinks. That's why I think personally that Vegas still has a chance to win, or is going to win. Excuse me, because have been getting outplayed. Like this game, game 2, game 1, and They could just as easily win all those games.
Oh, another one off the post. Oh wait, I'm a minute behind.
That's the same one.
That was a good deflection though.
So, anyways, you guys still think Vegas in what, 7 games still, or 6, or
What did I say?
5?
Vegas in 6.
I think my prediction was Vegas at home, so whatever game that is.
7 or 5.
Yeah.
I picked Vegas in 5, but just because I think, like we said last episode, like the Stanley Cup has to be won in Vegas, right? It's not ending in Washington.
No, it may end in Washington, I think.
I mean, it could. Yes, it could end in Washington in Game 6, but I don't know. I'd like just the fucking story of the night so far, and like Vegas's first time having.
Yeah, but like even if they don't win it in Vegas, when they land at the airport, there's going to be people lined up outside.
Dude, it's gonna be fucking
like,
nuts.
They're gonna, yeah,
Dude, I'll go to the airport.
The strip's gonna be fucking nuts that night.
I'm planning on going to the parade.
Oh my god!
You're gonna go to the parade with me, Rob? If they win?
Gay Pride or the Stanley Cup?
Yeah, either one. It is Pride Month, so.
It depends what day it is. They usually have it during the daytime, like during the week. So it's kind of weird. I don't know how they're going to do that with the strip and everyone, like it being summertime and all the tourists and stuff already on the strip.
Oh my God, it's going to be so hot.
It's going to be fucking unbelievably hot.
Jesus. Maybe they'll do it at night with all the lights and stuff on. That'd be cool.
They're probably going to do it. No, there's no way they do it at night. They always do it during the day.
I know. Because for TV and stuff.
They probably do it on Fremont Street with the big canopy going above them. Probably have a low part of it, I would assume.
I don't know where. They could honestly do it anywhere.
Yeah.
They could do it around the fucking practice arena. There'd be good 1 million people there.
Yeah.
They could do it in fucking Boulder City or Lake Mead and just go out on a boat and everyone's still going to show up.
People are going to rent pontoon boats and stuff.
Everyone be out there with their floaties.
Yeah. That'd be pretty sick, actually.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like if Tampa Bay wins the cup, they gotta go into the ocean or something.
Well, that was like when the All-Star game happened and they had the Pirates come and deliver the what did they do? Jeremy Roenick rolled up on a pirate ship or whatever in Tampa Bay. Do you remember that?
Was that this year?
No,
yeah,
I don't remember that. I don't think I saw that.
Because
honestly, I think if you go back to our All-Star episode, I don't think anybody watched it.
Because what do you call it? Gasparilla or whatever that festival was happening. And it's like a pirate themed festival, like a live action role play thing.
Yeah, that
sounds kinky.
I remember that.
Yeah, and they had pirates come in and kidnap Jeremy Roenick and turn him into a pirate or something.
I remember that.
What the hell? How did I miss that?
No, I'm gonna look it up and see if I can send it to you. But
tweet it out to our listeners.
Do we want to talk about some other stuff that's going on besides the finals, or?
I mean, we talked about Phil Kessel last week. I mean, recent update is that the Kings are showing the most interest in him.
How do you feel about that?
I'll fucking take Phil Kessel on my team any day of the week.
Yeah, we were just talking about that power play the other day.
You gonna sit back behind the bench and feed him hot dogs all game?
If Phil Kessel goes to the Kings, it's not don't feed Phil, it's please feed Phil.
Yeah,
feed that man the puck, and that's what Kopitar does. Just fucking feeds the puck to people.
Yeah, that power play is going to be Carter probably centering it, and then Kopi and.
No, Kopitar would center it. It depends what side the face-off is on.
Yeah. Kopitar, Carter, Phil Kessel, Drew Doughty, and anybody else.
Dion Phaneuf on the power play last year on the Kings was amazing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, then you just got shots from everywhere. Everyone that could score.
Yeah.
Like that. Like I'm all for it. Like I was talking on Twitter to somebody. I said I'll give up Tanner Pearson and a draft pick for him. I don't give a fuck. I'm kind of over Tanner Pearson. In my opinion, is not a fucking top 6 player. He could play top 6 roles sometimes, but if he's going to play top 6 all year, he's not going to score that many goals. He's more of like a third line guy or an occasional second liner, but he's not. He hasn't been scoring enough goals for me, so I'm kind of over him. So
I'm over him.
I'm over him. Get him out. Get Phil.
He is so last week.
God.
What kind of name is Tanner, anyways?
I mean, I do like him because I feel like him and Dustin Brown are like the same type of player. Or Trevor.
Oh, Kuznetsov scored.
And he did his little bird celebration again. What the fuck is that? God. Can we talk about that for a second?
Can we talk about worst goal celebrations of all time?
All right, Des, watch his goal celebration and let me know how you feel about it.
He's been doing that all season.
Kuznetsov's bird.
What the fuck is that? Is it a Russian bird?
Because it's a capital, is an eagle.
But
I guess.
I mean, who did they beat? Who did he score in overtime against? Where he did that? Was it
Tampa.
the Penguins?
Ooh, 5-hole snip.
Wasn't it Tampa?
I think it was both of them actually. But fucking he did it in. Did he do it in Tampa?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell is that?
Maybe he's just on cloud 9 right now and enjoying life and in the Stanley Cups and he's flying high.
Yeah,
maybe he really likes birds.
Or that.
Maybe he's an ornithologist.
We didn't even talk about him getting hurt in game 2, and he was a game time decision for game 3. How big does that look right now? Him getting the nod.
Mm-hmm. We could talk about that in our game 3, game 4 recap. So,
yeah, we'll talk about Haselli. Tune in next week.
Yes. So,
anyways,
do we have anything else? We're running on our time here.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
Nah,
well, I was going to talk about Oscar Klefbom, but you guys don't give a shit about him, so never mind.
I don't not give a shit about Oscar.
It looks like
Klefbom.
Edmonton might actually starting to do like a pseudo rebuild again with their team.
I don't trust Edmonton in rebuilds anymore.
Well, it was good for 1 year.
They've been rebuilding since Gretzky left.
I mean,
they've been in a 20-year rebuild.
They won the Stanley Cup a couple years after Gretzky left, but then
the New York Rangers started their rebuild at the end of this past season, and they're already ahead of the Edmonton Oilers
and Islanders.
And the Islanders, all right.
What about John Tavares being linked to the Sabres? How does that make you guys feel? That's
not going to happen.
Des is going to say it's not going to happen because Tavares is already going to the Rangers.
No, I'm saying Tavares isn't going to want to go to Buffalo. He's not going to want to go to Buffalo.
How do you know?
Why would he want to go to Buffalo? Buffalo's terrible.
Why would he want to go to from a shitty team to a shitty team?
I got the first overall pick, which is probably that Dahlin defenseman.
I can see him going to like a mediocre team like Florida, and hot sun, summer days, no winter, no snow. You know what I mean? Like I could see him enjoying life down there.
But, so you're saying that John Tavares is like what Dunk said about Phil Kessel last week, where he said American city, sunny place.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, but John Tavares is Canadian.
No, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with him.
I was reading that. Speaking of actually not really related at all, but
good transition.
That Ilya Kovalchuk apparently is having a house built in New Jersey or something. So,
that's weird.
Or it's not under his name, but apparently he's like linked to this like $45 million mansion in New Jersey or something.
It's like they can't talk about him moving there yet.
Right.
No, that's not him.
Yeah, and he probably had a house when he played for the Devils there, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No,
so
either how much money they gave him.
Yeah, either they're improving his house or building him a new one or something. But
it's ridiculous.
Or maybe they're making him like a little guest house for Slava Voynov to come and live.
Yeah, maybe that's where Slava Voynov, John Tavares, and Ilya Kovalchuk are all going to live together.
Dude, that'd be a great reality show. Look at John Tavares and a bunch of Russians. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, be like Three's Company.
Like they're fucking like drinking vodka and stuff, and John Tavares just sitting there drinking like a Molson. What the hell's going on? All of them in a hot tub.
They've all got.
They invite Vladimir Putin over.
They're all sitting in a hot tub, but they can't talk to each other because they don't speak English, and he doesn't speak Russian.
Yeah, I think that just about does it.
All right, cool. So next week,
what a great episode!
Or not even next week, but it's going to be early. We're going to have game 3 and 4 recap for you guys. That's going
quick little header.
Yeah, that's going to be out Thursday morning. We're planning to put that out Thursday morning before game number 5. So you guys can get excited again and get excited to watch game 5 that night. And we'll see what happens.
And maybe we'll have more Phil Kessel updates about eating hot dogs in LA.
Who knows?
Great hot dog carts out there, Phil.
There's Pink's Hot Dogs or whatever that's in Hollywood.
So anyways, guys, we'll see you later. We'll meet again soon and release one Thursday for everybody. So
see you next, whatever.
See you this Thursday. How about that? See you TT, bitch.
Okay, bye.